Do you make Salamo a captain?
Yes. I would tell you that he's the most respected guy on our defense, in my opinion. I know I respect him the most. He's had the most improvement. I think our players really look to him. He's obviously the communicator. He makes all the defensive calls and does a great job. So, I really just, and our staff just felt like that he was deserving of that. I really believe that, I think Jordan and Lloyd are the leaders, with the DBs. I think Cherry's and Antonio lead those guys kind of up front. But I think Salamo is the leader over there because of how he plays and the productivity that he has. And you need everybody to be a leader. That's what we talk about. But he is definitely deserving of that recognition.
The Utah secondary has been very opportunistic with 12 interceptions so far. What do you see on film from that defense?
What I see on film is they play harder than anybody that we've played against. You can tell that they're a team that very passionate. They give great effort and they attack, and it's forced errors. I'm so impressed with how hard their front four plays and just the physicality of their team. That's the key, so that's why they've got the interceptions they've got.
What makes Daz so effective? You praise his special teams play.
He's just a winner. Obviously he comes from a program that produces winners, he's got great character. His parents are tremendous people, and he's just one of those guys that it's something he only knows. That's the only way he knows how to do it is full go, full tilt. He's a guy that needs to work. I told him he needs to learn what he's doing and continue to progress defensively because he can help us defensively. And he's a guy that just does everything you ask him to do with a great passion, and he takes great pride in the special teams. And he's a standout for us right now.
Antonio Longino, his path to get here has been well documented, but what does he bring to the collective character of the team?
Well, Tony's a guy that epitomizes what our program's all about. Everyone in life has challenges, and he's had his fair share, and probably more than his fair share. But just the fact of overcoming that and seeing himself as blessed, and just a guy that he had coming off his best game of the year. He does whatever we ask him to do, and he's a guy that when I think of why we do what we do from a character standpoint and from a discipline standpoint, that's why, because it produces young men like that.
Coach, one more. These games have been very close against Utah the past 2 years. Do you expect anything less Saturday night in Salt Lake?
Oh, I expect a very, very hard-fought game. I think these guys are, the best football team we've played to this point. The way they play and the way the physicality of how they do it. I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about how they play together as a team and their physicality, how well they're coached. The volume of what they do on special teams and what they do on offense and defense is impressive. And they're very well deserving of the fourth ranking they have. And we've obviously got, we're expecting an extremely physical battle. Every year these guys play with great heart and character, and you got to go with the idea of at least matching that to have an opportunity to be successful. And so our guys know what we're getting into. We got a lot of respect for their program, for their coaching staff, and for their players. And we know we got to bring our best game, and that's what you got to do every week in Pac-12.